I want my photographs to do a lot of different things in the world. I want them to correct a history of erasure for Black people. I think primarily that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that everybody in the community that struggles to feel seen in the world or have their stories told, that they feel seen in my work, that they feel that if they participated in that work, that it was a collaboration, that they had say. That's like the most important part of the work, because every part of making an image of somebody is taking. And that's why I'm so particular with my language. Like, to take a photo really is what it sounds like. It is to come into a space and to leave with an image that you took from someone. But if there's an element of collaboration and if there's an element of intention behind how that photo is made, it is something that you made. You made that. So to make sure that I'm always in service of what I made. I think specifically with Black trans folk, I would like my work to most importantly normalize the existence of Black trans people as something that we see every day. When I go to the bank, I don't see Black trans women working there. When I go to get food, I don't see Black trans people working there. But they exist. They exist in the world very fully, very completely. They deserve to be seen as much as we see everyone else. I focus so much of my time on photographing queer and trans people for that very reason, because we deserve to be seen. Photography is one of the more violent art mediums. Photography is a lot of the times very dishonest. No matter how hard you try, somebody is performing for the camera most of the time. So you're trying to get as close to the truth as possible, or a lot of people are not trying to do that at all. They're just trying to tell their version of a story. But I think a collective body of work is the biggest truth teller. And if you work to tell a narrative for a great deal of time, like a great deal of work, that's the evidence, right? Like, if you work hard at telling honest stories or making portraits that get to something real as honestly as one can, it becomes undeniable that you have that track record. I want to be always responsible for my work, for the impact of the work. Whatever the work does in the world, I am responsible for it. So in a scenario where I'm making images, the best outcome is that I'm touching every part of it. So that I'm developing all of the film, that I'm scanning the film, that I'm making prints if need be, but that my hand has been in every part of the process. Currently, this current version of me is most liberated when I'm in conversation with my friends, I'm being celebrated by my friends, I'm celebrating my friends. It makes me feel heard, and it makes me feel, considered and respected. And all of those things make me feel free. As free as one can feel, honestly. I feel most arrogant when I assume that my work will have a life after me. Like, those are the times where I have to let go. Well, that's arrogant to think about. But through history, photographers and the images that they've left behind kind of carry us through history in a lot of ways. I already think that I've made some marks historically. Like, I photographed people that will do that work for me. The importance of the work that they do, the importance of their lives, will make sure that the image that I made of them or this time that I spent with them is like not for naught. I want my work to be treated like a historically important document, historically valuable in that way. But I also want it to just be, I want it to feel the way that looking at old photos of family feels. Like, I always want there to be like something fun, something funny, a story that people will remember, or something that like galvanizes pleasure or joy. I think about the past aspect of my work constantly. I do oftentimes think about like what I want, the more specific things I want if I die. And I think about death all the time, and I think about death in my work all the time, specifically because my work is meant to be kind of a time capsule. I do not think that the fullness of my work will be understood until many, many years down the line, because so much of it is an investment in younger artists. So much of it is an investment in people that themselves don't know that they will be as great as they will be. So I get excited at the idea that the work will have life after me.